What?
Yeah, I'm out on PECOTA right now. I am.
Hold on.
I am anti-PECOTA as of this moment.
Hit it.
Welcome to the Coach's Sons podcast. It is February 3rd. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Chris. Oh, guess what? It's my turn for a slight little ad read here. So this episode brought to you by Chinook Seedery, CHINOOK Seedery. We are offering you 10% off any purchase that you would make. At checkout, go to Coach's Sons Pod. Obviously, baseball season right around the corner, and they're great on the golf course.
I was about to say, let's talk about how great they are as a golf course snack. For those of you who follow us on social media, you saw that we hit the links in February. It was fantastic.
60 degrees right now.
Yeah, living in the Southeast has its perks, and that's one of them, and we took advantage of it. And I made sure to bring the original flavor Chinook seeds out for us on the course. And Chris, what did you think?
That was the first time I've had them. Like I said, I only had this cinnamon toast anytime before that. Original, I'm going to give them a hard 8.9 out of 10.
Absolutely. And, you pointed it out immediately. They're not super salty. Like, they don't make you feel like you have to drink 10 gallons of water, but the seeds themselves taste phenomenal. So give them a try. They have sample packs out there, or if you just want to dive straight in, you can get boxes and boxes of them. Again, you use the code Coach's Sons Pod at checkout and you get 10% off. So thank you guys so much. Love working with them. Super fun guys. Really big into college baseball and U.S. baseball, so you're going to see them a lot.
Let's get started.
All right. Chris, both of our teams did shit.
Well,
sort of.
Yeah, you could say that. Yours is more exciting, so you can start with you.
Yeah, all right. So for those who don't know, I'm a big, diehard Braves fan, and two of our superstars are hurt, and we aren't expecting them till, later in the year. So we made some moves, and we signed Jurickson Profar. 3 years, $42 million. I'm excited. It's tough not to get a player of that caliber and not be stoked about it. I still think we need pitching. We need, but the idea that we can have an outfield with Profar, Harris, and Acuna going down the stretch, just smacking balls around, stealing bases, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So super excited. I don't think $42 million is paying too much for him. Yes, he's 30. Am I right there?
I'm about to check.
I think he's 30.
What I was checking.
I think he's 30. So he's on he's technically.
He is 31, very close to 32.
Okay, so
he'll be 32 at the start of the season.
So obviously those 3 years, when those are up, he's 35. That's the tail end of his career. So, but he's still at peak, essentially. I think he has a couple good years left in him. So I think it's a good signing. The question now is Kelenic was showing a lot of great signs last year. Do we keep him as a bench player? Do we try to trade him? I'm not really sure. I thought he was a great player. I know you loved him when he was in Seattle, so I hope we hold on to him. Obviously, we'll have to, but once Acuna comes back, he's gonna lose playing time. So we'll see what happens with that. But our team got better, and it's hard to be upset about it.
Yeah, Profar's a big signing. 3.6 B-WAR last year for the Padres. Really just did everything for them. I know technically he could kind of play everywhere, but he's more of an outfielder at this particular point in time in his game. But he solidifies, he's an everyday player for you.
Yes,
so
correct.
You have no more, holy hell, platoon. No more platoon at this particular stage, I don't think. So that's a big deal. And that helps a lot for your roster construction. That helps for just everyday players getting out there. So Profar, he might even hit one or two. I don't know what the lineup's going to look like, so I'm interested to see what he does.
He's not hitting one. Harris is going to hit one. So there's a good chance he'll hit probably two or three.
I don't think Harris hits one, but we'll see.
Yeah, it just depends.
So,
it just
but
depends.
To your point, that kind of makes Kelenic or I think it's De La Cruz expendable.
Yes.
Once once everybody starts to come back.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. They're going to platoon on the other side of the field. When Acuna comes back, Profar will move over, and that's where Acuna was going to be. And then the platoon goes away, and we just decide which one we want.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. One of them is going to, there's going to be a roster crunch. Somebody, I don't know if Kelnick still has options, so maybe you could send him down. That's probably not going to go over well in a lot of circles, probably his circle.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has options. I didn't look into that.
I don't think he does.
Overall, you made out. And for a team like the Braves who are just kind of standing pat, not really doing a ton.
Correct.
Or
yeah.
It felt like they weren't doing a ton to land one of the better outfielders in this free agent class, slot him right into the lineup. He could be top, whatever. He's going to slot in wherever you want him to go. I think it's a good move, and it solidifies that outfield spot, and you don't have to platoon him. I think that there's a lot of good in not having to do that. I hate platoons.
Yeah, so I will say, sidebar on this, I feel very bad for Padre fans and what's happening in San Diego, because I feel like this is full tale of just a fire sale, because they're just stuck in legal hell right now, and I feel really bad for that fan base. The Padres have been so much fun to watch, and I hate to see that that what's going on over there, because I don't think this is the end of it. There's a chance like they could just be like, peace out, like, bye Cease. All those guys.
Supposedly Cease is being shopped around.
Yep, exactly.
You guys were kind of tied to him a little bit.
I would die if we got Cease.
I think King was. I don't think he's as available as people are saying.
He shouldn't be. He really shouldn't.
But
be.
I do remember, kind of eating. He made me kind of eat some crow because he pitched his ass off last year. Me talking about the Yankees not wanting to move him for Soto. I mean, maybe they were right in hindsight if they truthfully didn't think they were going to get Soto back. Yeah. But King's shoving it. Again, who knows? Maybe they do move him and just try to rebuild. I don't like it, right? The brothers who are, I guess, technically in charge right now are cheap pricks. They're assholes. It should be going to
the wife, the widow.
To the widow. I guess that's just going to play out in the courts over God knows how long. And we probably talked about it last, but just to expound, like, that probably hurt them in the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes. Not probably, it did.
It did.
Right? There's
100% it did.
They have no idea what's going to happen, right? And that's going to change the trajectory of the team. Whatever decision gets made changes the trajectory of the team.
Yeah.
Right? And you already have these contracts of Machado and Bogarts and all that. So that does suck. But Profar's a Brave. You have nothing to be sorry for. Now my turn to be super excited for Jorge Polanco. He's coming back. I don't know how to feel.
What do you mean? I mean, it's better than...
So let's start here. He's going to play third base, which is better than second.
Okay.
I'm fine with that because we need both. But I know what they're going to do at second is just run out Ryan Bliss and Dylan Moore.
Right.
I don't love that. I
hate that. Thanks, I hate it.
I would love a second baseman. However, he's supposed to play third base. He was injured a lot last year. He's supposedly coming into the season healthy. So here's the deal. John Heyman posted it today, and it's very interesting. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because it's the Mariners. So again, I'm happy. I hope he's healthy, because if he does anything more than he did last year, we've got positive value. Because the Mariners, do we want to talk about teams that haven't done anything? They haven't done shit. No. But they sit there and piss on me and tell me it's raining, and I don't like it. So getting him is whatever, but $7.75 million for 1 year, and he could opt out in 2026. This still doesn't make that sense. I'm reading it just straight from Heyman. $7 million in 2025. Player option for 2026 is $6 million, or a $750,000 buyout if the player has 450 plate appearances in 2025 and passes a physical. Player option rises to $8 million with 550 plate appearances.
All right, so he's got to be healthy,
and
essentially.
He can make $3.5 million in incentives, which I love incentive-based contracts, because that means if they're hitting incentives, that guy's producing for you.
Exactly.
Pay him whatever he wants at that point. And I don't know why, how, for what reason this is in there, but he has a full no-trade clause in 2025. So that I don't particularly love that, but whatever, I guess. So we brought back Polanco. He's our third baseman. Like it or not, I don't love it. However, given the prospects, you're given the word prospects is bad. I wasn't saying we were calling somebody.
No,
out.
I got you. Yeah.
Given the possibility of what could have been, it's way better than the alternative.
Yeah,
so
I don't disagree.
I'll take the lesser of two evils.
I mean, also too, like that, you're not giving him the farm. Like that's not a lot of money.
Fine.
Yeah. So
In Mariners money though, that's
I guess
that might
fair.
as well be like a Shohei contract.
I mean, that's fair, but it does give you guys some options and hopefully some time to figure out what to do next. Do you guys have anyone in your system that plays third? Like,
no, third base kind of a black hole.
It is for a lot of people though.
There's a lot of middle infielders, so the thought is that Cole Young is going to be ready kind of by midseason. He's second baseman.
Okay.
Colt Emerson, young guy, he's a shortstop. I don't know what their trajectory is on him.
Yeah.
Probably within the next 2 years. I doubt he'd come up this year. So I think their thought is that Cole Young's going to make an impact. I was fine putting him in any package to acquire a legitimate Major League Baseball player.
Right,
i.e.
yeah.
Nico Horner, if he was available. So I hope he shuts me up and flips me off as he's rounding third when he hits home run on opening day. But Ryan Bliss probably going to be the second baseman along with Dylan Moore. I can't stand Dylan Moore.
Right.
I think I don't like him because they play him too much.
Right.
And he's a utility guy. He
Yeah.
shouldn't play every day, but he does. And that's what's going to happen. So anyway, enough about that. Was way too much time on Jorge Polanco, but I feel like I didn't get to get Mariner stuff off my chest.
I mean, you haven't
quite
had
some
any
time.
Mariner stuff.
Yeah,
in
see
a
what
while.
I mean?
Yeah. So
You called a small deal. A trade happened. Ryan Presley from the Astros to the Cubs for Juan Bello and some money. So basically, the Cubs double dip in the Astros, getting Kyle Tucker along with Ryan Presley. They needed bullpen help. The Astros what the hell is the word? Headstrong on getting rid of salary.
Yes.
Because supposedly that releases enough money so they could go back after Bregman.
okay.
So they're still not out on Bregman.
I mean, that's who he's going to sign with. I mean,
at this particular point in time.
Yeah.
So, and moving Presley was necessary for that to happen. I think the Cubs forked over, money to
make it happen.
Work.
Yeah.
But the Cubs get a back end reliever. Who knows if he's their closer? Because I know their big problem last year was their bullpen. Their bullpen was trash last year.
Yeah, completely.
So getting Presley helps. I get it from the Astros' perspective because the rumors are that they're trying to be under the luxury tax.
Yep.
So if that's true, which it certainly seems that way, then it needed to happen, or they're not going to get Bregman.
Interesting. Why are they so? To me, I'm confused why they're hanging it on Bregman and not Tucker. Like, to me, Tucker's younger and a better player. Why would you not want to invest in him instead of Bregman?
Tucker would have got more.
Oh, would he? I guess that's fair.
I mean, yeah, he's 27, 28.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Man, I don't know. I mean, good for the Astros.
I hear you. In theory, if everything was equal, then sure, you're signing Kyle Tucker, but nothing.
That's fair.
He's going to get a lot of money.
I do think that, this makes the Cubs better. And are the Cubs a competitor? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not, I like in that division, yes, but I don't think they've done enough that makes me go, oh shit, watch out for the Cubs. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like they've done a lot of swapping, nothing like significant.
Adding Kyle Tucker is a big deal.
It is a big deal, but
Paredes is a piece of Tucker. However, and Bellinger,
Bellinger, they lost what they gained essentially.
But yeah, they've got. But P. Crow Armstrong's going to be in his. A more.
We'll see what happens.
Spot.
He's got
a seasoned veteran. They're bringing up this Matt Shaw kid. He's going to get a full-fledged shot to play third. And if he turns it on, then they might be a problem. We'll see.
If Dansby plays,
They say Horner is as solid as a second baseman as you can.
I like Nico a lot. Yeah.
He's fine. He's a everyday second baseman. You don't have to worry about him.
Yep.
He hits, gets on base, runs, plays defense, the whole thing. He's a little banged up, so I don't know what the deal is coming into the season. However, I would take him in Seattle in a heartbeat to be my second baseman.
Yeah.
So I think they're okay. I think that's a good move. Again, that's not like oh my God, they're put over the top. It doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
But solidifying a hole helps. Let's jump to another solidifying a hole in Carlos Estevez going to the Royals. 2 years. I think it's $22.2 million. I pulled that number out of my ass. I couldn't find it on X anywhere. Kind of crazy. But the Royals, talk about bullpen. They're trying to run up a three-headed monster again. And the last time they did that,
they won a World Series. They sure did. Yeah.
Him, Ursig, Hunter Harvey from Nats. Mm-hmm. Harvey being probably the worst, which isn't the worst thing to say.
Yeah.
And he's what? So you go 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And Estevez can. I don't know what. I'm curious to see who the closer is.
I mean, it's fair. Like
I do think they'll just pick one. Excuse me. I think they'll play around with it. I think it'll just be, it's Ursig's day, or it's Estevez's day, and they'll just kind of bounce them around.
Yeah, and then they'll find their groove. Like every team that has ever had a three-headed monster, as the Braves did a few years ago, right? We moved them around, and then we finally found that sweet spot where we're like, oh, here we go, So
yeah, that bullpen is like that's a piece. So you're like, okay. Like now
look, we shit on them last year, but the Royals are not playing around and they're not going anywhere. So adding this type of arm, I mean, Estevez was a strong closer for a terrible team. So
so that's part of what people who are mad that they didn't get him are saying. One of those. Oh, he sucks. He was on the Angels or whatever. I thought he was great on the Angels.
He was very good.
I'm trying to look at his Philly stuff right now. He was. Where am I looking? Oh, wrong. I was looking at the complete wrong thing. He has a. I'm still on the wrong thing. Jesus Christ.
This is great radio right now.
Podcast. He 2.45 ERA throughout the season.
Yeah.
He pitched in 20 games for the Phillies, 2.57, so a little bit lower in LA than Philly, but I mean, what are you going to do?
No, I mean, the guy's solid. And I think he is, I mean, you don't get paid, if the number's right, $11 million a year not to have a shot at closing. And so I think that's what they brought him in for. And
he's high leverage.
Yeah, so exactly.
My point is they'll say, oh, this guy can't hit a slider. And if he throws it, I don't know anything about this.
But
like he throws a damn good slider, then he's coming in the 8th.
Yeah.
And Ursig will throw the 9th and vice versa. I think the Royals are that far ahead of the game right now where that they're going to be able to play like that. And
I mean, they kind of need it. Like that team is not putting up big numbers offensively other than Bobby Witt. And so they've got to be able to hold those close games
this year, though. We'll see. We'll see. We might not be as down on them as we were last year. We'll see.
Fool me once.
We will see. We got 2 other moves. Max Scherzer to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hey, the Blue Jays
they did it again.
A guy?
Yeah. That's another signing. The Jesse Squared of Buds and Blue Jays. They were pretty happy.
I mean, I would be excited.
Rotation piece.
Yeah, I'd be excited.
He did get $500K more than Verlander, so I wonder if that was a big sticking point.
Ooh, nice. Love that.
Right, just like I still got you.
I got you. I got you. And here's the deal. It's strange. Like the Verlanders, the Scherzers, Kershaw's in this. I mean, DeGrom is in this too. Like there are some pitchers out there that were once very dominant that I'm really curious on what's left, because hell, they could get what we got in Chris Sale last year, right? Which is a resurgence of a great pitcher. And I don't know if any of those guys are going to be able to be Cy Young winners again, but if you could get 75% of what a Cy Young winner is, you're going to be really fucking happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Plus, I think like 12 teams are paying Scherzer at this point, right?
He's got money from every which way. He hasn't started 10 games in either of the last 2 seasons. He started 8 in 2023 and 9 last year.
How long can you go off reputation before people stop paying you money?
Well, here's the problem, though. He's been good.
Yeah, but for 9 games?
It's a third of a season.
Jesus, man. I don't
know.
Right?
How many starts you get? You get 33 or whatever.
I guess that's fair. I'm
not saying you're not paying him $15.5 million to be like, hey, pitch 10 games for us. You're not doing that. I get that. However, if you're in 2023, 8 starts, he had 1.1 WAR.
Yeah. I mean, look, yes, Scherzer is a great pitcher, and if Mad Max is there, that's going to be great for the Blue Jays. So happy for the Buds.
At minimum, I hope he's a clubhouse guy.
A clubhouse, yeah. Oh, I've heard great things about him as a clubhouse guy.
Psychopath, but good clubhouse.
Psychopath, but yes, they're very much. And then the Tigers finally get another pitcher. No more bullpen games.
So this one, a a player
I love this
brought
one, by the
back
way.
that's like 10 times more exciting than the Mariners bringing a player back. Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, that's big.
2 years. I hate that they even put numbers. It's 2 years, $35 million, but he gets $20 million in year one, and then it's an option for the second year. Here's the deal: he pitches well, he's going to opt out because he's going to get more money.
Yeah,
but if he pitches well, the Tigers fans aren't upset at him.
Yeah, exactly.
And you talked about it in terms of bullpen games in the postseason. If he's your 2 behind Skubal, they might have a better chance of winning last postseason.
Yeah, completely
However,
agree.
what they did, they trade him at the deadline. They get 2, I don't know what you would say, top 15 prospects from the Dodgers. Not in the whole top. They get 2 of the Dodgers' top 15
Yes,
prospects.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So they add them. The one kid's supposed to be very good.
Yep.
And now you just re-signed. You brought him back.
Yeah.
He wanted to be there. He's your 2 behind Skubal. So you shore that up.
Yeah.
Reese Olson still I love it. I
think it's great.
move.
And like if you were looking at the numbers, Flaherty technically was pitching as good, if not in some areas better than Skubal for the first half of last season. So
no, that wasn't true.
No, it was. Like he had more strikeouts than Skubal, and I think his ERA was lower. I like the first half. So he was on par with Skubal for a long time. I promise you, because we were looking at it. I remember seeing it and going, wow, Flaherty is pitching his ass off. Now, and that's why they leveraged him to the Dodgers so easily, is because he had great numbers. Now, I think that, he has familiarity with the team, their process. So this is an easy win for the Tigers. Like, just bring him back and you got a 1-2 punch. That's probably one of the better 1-2 punches in the AL, at least.
Solid.
It's so good. And obviously the Tigers they need help pitching, and they made the playoffs. So this is such a bonus for this team. So I'm happy for the Tigers and their fans. That's definitely a win.
That's a good ad. And I don't know how well known it was. Like, it felt like it was a surprise when it came out. Obviously he was there the year prior, but it still just felt like a surprise. I didn't feel like he was going to go there. And now they're still, like, talk about Bregman, they're still entrenched in that type of conversation too. But to your point, and what I'm seeing on Tigers Twitter is basically, if he was going to sign with the Tigers, he would have already, and he's waiting for the Astros to just give him more or something.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. But now, if the Tigers go ahead and do that, they're a problem, and they're right in the conversation of top contenders in the AL, the entire AL.
Yep.
Right now, with Flaherty, that shores up that rotation. Maybe they can ease Jackson Jobe into the rotation. They don't have to force him. Right. Yep. 2 days ago, Jackson Jobe needed to be your 5.
Yes. Yeah.
Now he can loop in a little. You could say if he doesn't have a great spring, you could put him in AAA or wherever the hell you want him to be, and it provides so much flexibility. I like the move. I've always liked Jack Flaherty. He's still, how old do you think he is?
Well, the way you asked it makes me think. I'm gonna say, I want to say 32, but I don't think he's that old.
No, he's 29.
29. Okay, yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah, so he won't. I'm trying to do math and it's not going very well.
Okay, cool.
Next year he'll be 30. How about that?
Wait, that was the math you're trying to do?
He's 111 days old.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to be like, in the middle. I was going to be like, he turns 30 during the season. And I was like, I don't know how many.
I thought you were trying to add a year. I'm like, 29, what comes after 29, Chris?
251.
30.
I don't know. 255, 254.
What? Just stop.
254 days.
Just stop. You're just stop.
254 days is how many months? 8. Yeah, the season will be over. October, World Series, he'll turn 30.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We missed one, by the way. Ha-Seong Kim.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was on the list.
Yeah, he signed with the Rays. 2 years, basically $30 million. And
it's the Rays.
It's the Rays, but here's the deal. He's going to be awesome there because it's the Rays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just turn people.
I was watching I saw a couple of the Yankees Twitter folks that are pissed because they wanted Kim in pinstripes. So the fact that he went to a divisional rival makes them upset, and so that makes me happy whenever Yankees fans cry. So
I think he's on an option too.
Probably most of the 2 years are options
for a little bit. End of May, I want to say.
Yep.
So he's gonna have to. I think he's gonna stay. for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to get more money after this. Maybe if he turns out he is healthy and turns it on. But, the Rays, if they think they'll get something for him, they'll trade his ass.
Oh,
they are not afraid to ship
the
you
Rays
wherever.
the Rays know how to
They
wheel
are
and
not
deal.
afraid to send you to God knows where for 2 guys nobody's ever heard of, and one of them will be a stud. It's like clockwork. I couldn't tell you the last time the Rays lost a trade, really.
Yeah.
But Ha-Seong Kim, that's a good deal for them. I think he wants to play short. I think that was part of like where he.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I think he'll be the shortstop. Obviously, they don't have one.
Don't have one, yeah.
For a lot of reasons.
Oh,
But yeah.
oh yeah.
They have Caballero. I think he plays. I'm interested to see what they do. Speaking of the Rays, I didn't put this on the thing. Did you see the home run that Junior Caminero hit?
Yes, I did.
That was one of the most absurd things I've ever seen. He hit a ball at what felt like 560 feet.
Definitely 600.
Dead center, pretty big wall. He sent it. It sounded like a missile off of his bat, and the bat flip
was
might have went 50 feet in the air. Think of how tall the nets are at major league games, and it would have cleared said net.
The picture I saw was like it was from the side, right?
Yep.
So like he down first baseline, and it's like the arrow pulling
saw that too.
coming here, and then like arrow his bat at its like apex, which was like holy shit.
He sent it, and I think I even tweeted from the account. I was like, "This is what it's about." Like they were so excited.
Yeah.
Nobody got their feelings hurt. It was just all passion, right? It was
Yeah.
it was top of the ninth, like go ahead home run. Everybody's excited. People are going nuts. The whole team's out of the goddamn dugout.
Yeah.
Like it was just like the whole scene was awesome. Mind you, he absolutely mashed the baseball. So like let's start there. Like let's not forget that ball. That ball. There's numbers probably all over the place. I don't know. I'm gonna say 125 off the bat. He shit on that baseball. It was literally like a Stanton home run with 10 times more flair.
Yeah, it was way more flair.
Right?
Way more flair.
So that got me so excited to see him.
Yeah.
Like I am so pumped for him to be their everyday third baseman and really like put on a show. I know he played a little bit last year, but I think he's gonna turn into a big time player. Not only for them, but just in the league.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. But man, what an awesome moment. And like I said, it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna peg the next guy. It was just like,
it's just how they do baseball there.
excited.
Yeah, no,
That should happen.
It was something else for sure. Man, baseball is coming. It's coming
It's
fast.
so close,
It's
man.
coming-
Pitchers and catchers are going to start reporting soon.
Yep.
There's countdowns all over the place. I can't keep track because some teams come a day, 2 days early. There's people down there already. I don't know.
Yeah,
Pitchers
so-
and catchers are reporting fucking soon.
It's happening real soon. But since baseball is coming soon, there's a big sports story that happened, and I think we need to play into this because everyone's talking about it. And if you don't know what we're talking about, Luka Doncic got traded from the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic, who is a MVP caliber player, traded overnight to everyone's surprise to the Lakers. Now, what I think would be fun is, there's a lot of people trying to go like, well, what is that in comparison to my sport? So for baseball, what is the equivalent of Luka Doncic being traded in the
Anthony Davis?
For Anthony Davis.
So
And draft picks and all this kind of, or draft pick.
whatever.
And,
Almost like a 1-for-1. If you, I'm fine.
No.
Didn't get anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, AD is a good player, a very good player. Listen. Okay. Doncic is a.
I understand that. I said but the Lakers didn't really give up much. Who did they give up? I don't even know who.
Yeah.
We're not talking about basketball here. But what I'm saying is, it's almost as if it was a 1-for-1. You're giving up a star for a star, and then like a prospect.
Yeah. So, but like a good star for like a MVP star. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now,
I'm trying to go different position because they don't play this right. Anthony Davis is a center.
Yeah.
Luka's a point guard for the most part. So I'm trying to think of different positions. I'm gonna get there.
So, like, part of me is. So, one of the things that's floating out there is that Luka is hurt and is gaining weight, and the Mavericks are
I don't care. He carried them to the.
I know,
World
but like,
Series.
so I'm trying to think of bigger baseball players who are still stars. Like, say for an example, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vlad. Okay.
If
Yeah, but
Vlad
he's-
if Vlad has his his season, like his rookie of the year caliber.
He had a great year last year.
Yeah, he had a great year last year. Like, so something like that.
You know what? I'll run with that.
Okay.
Mike Trout for Vlad.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But Trout would be Doncic.
No. Mike Trout is Anthony Davis.
No.
Very good player, aging veteran, who's, well, AD's a little bit more healthy. Trout's injury prone. Yeah.
I see where you're going with this, but I think Trout's too good. I don't think AD is, like, his Trout is debatably one of the best.
Anthony Davis is a top 15 player in the NBA.
I don't know about okay. I mean, you might be right there. I don't know. I feel and like the Blue Jays, like their identity is Vlad. Okay, so sure, that's pretty.
Right?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Pretty like, but that's the conversation. Like you're just gonna be like, no.
But here's the deal,
You're
though.
gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, no.
Here's the deal. The Maverick fans aren't excited.
No, why would you be?
But the Blue Jay fans, if they got Trout, would probably be excited.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Huh? Okay.
No.
Okay. Because my thought would be, I would like if I got Trout, I'd be stoked.
No.
No. Okay. Well, I disagree with you.
Assuming Vlad was able to be extended, right? Because like they might say, "Oh, we weren't going to sign him" or something.
You know what I think the equivalent
NBA
is?
Weird. Go ahead.
I think I have a better equivalent.
Go ahead.
If the Phillies traded Harper for Mike Trout,
They're the same thing.
what are you talking about? Harper is a fat, lazy first baseman, and Trout is the outfielder. They're different positions.
Okay, I couldn't disagree.
One guy's
an
MVP caliber who carries his team. The other guy is, someone who has a lot of talent that they think can be generational, but continues to get hurt. No, I think Harper for Trout's a better comparison.
Wait,
Phillies.
Wait. Who was who in that conversation you just had with
Harper
yourself?
is Doncic.
Okay, all right.
Trout is AD.
I started the Trout as AD thing, so I'm in
No,
there.
I'm with you there. But like, I don't think Vlad's good enough because I think that Blue Jay fans would be like, well, that's a weird
that's
trade.
fair. Yeah,
but
they
like
would be
the
pissed.
Philly fans, if they got Trout and lost Harper,
You more so have to think of players like that.
yes, because Mavericks hate that this happened. Like they don't think this, like and because he would like Doncic is the identity of the team. Harper's identity of the Phillies. I think that's actually the equivalent.
That's
if Harper,
close.
yeah, I think that's close.
That's
I think
a
that's
good
pretty.
one.
I think that's pretty on point. And I see why they would be upset. Like that.
No, like just about like, I mean, for you, for me that player's Julio. For you that player's Ronnie.
Yeah,
right. Like
yeah.
you could go down the list of like.
Every team has one, yeah.
And you're just like,
for the most
wow,
part,
like for not for nothing, but like for what? Like for equal? Like I'd rather just have my guy.
Exactly. Yeah, no, and then the thing is too, like he's such a big piece. Like, and the Mavericks, like like going from Dirk to Luka, like that was kind of like their generational pass off. You know what I mean? And like they're like, all right, peace out. It's a shocker.
A good one.
It's a shocker
for Harper. Yeah, that's I'll give you that. I'll give you some credit for that.
All right, I'll take that. Look at me getting a win in there.
That's not bad. That's not as bad as I originally thought. And again, I thought you were talking Trout the generational and talking shit on Harper. I was like, whoa.
No.
Okay,
no,
we're good. That's why I was like, hang on, let me get a clear read on that. I do like that.
Yeah.
I have nothing else, but you just have to think of it in terms of your favorite player on your favorite team getting traded for something a little less, but like still the same kind of. Like your team didn't change, right? You might get the same.
They did not get better.
Yeah,
like in the end of the day, they didn't.
That's
get
what
better.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they just did different.
Yeah.
Like okay, they play better defense as opposed to scoring more points.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the difference, right? Like it's a net zero.
Sweet, Mike Trout can run down fly balls, but he's not going to hit as many home runs. Yeah.
But okay, they DH. Well, Mike, like or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
or however that works. So that's fair. Again, I'll give you credit. Kudos to you there.
Hey, look at that. Kudos to me.
So where do we want to go next? Baseball's coming, right?
Yeah.
And with that comes a new MLB The Show.
Yeah. You getting it this year?
Yes. It's
Okay.
Technically, I get it every other year, and I don't. There's
So
no
I do.
like,
I do
real
too.
reason
I do too.
for
Yeah.
that.
Well,
It's
yes, there is.
Well, so what happens is when I get it, so I don't play online, but I'll play the Diamond Dynasty because I just like it.
Yeah.
So I'll just do like the career, whatever, the modes in there. and I'll just play that for hours, like way more time than anybody should ever play something. And I'm sure there's people that play 1,000 times more than me. But it's just like by the time, like once the season's getting started, I'm like, all right, I want to watch the games. I don't want to be playing my game.
Exactly. Yeah.
But by that time, I'm so burnt out from the game, and I'm just like, all right, I'm good. Like I had my fill.
Yeah.
Right? I moved prospects around. I played 2 or 3 seasons. Like I did all the shit I wanted to do. Now I'm like, okay, like good. I'm good for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I've always skipped years because sports games don't evolve a lot year over year.
Yes.
I think that with me, FIFA was the big one where I was like, I can't buy this game every year. It's the same fucking game. Like, what am I doing? So, yeah, I'm an every other year guy with games too. But I will be on the show train this year because I didn't get on last year.
So I think it's all set up for new gen. Again, I'm talking way out of my ass here.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's all set up for new gen, which is exciting. But they did a pretty cool kind of marketing thing. Like nobody really knew what the hell was going on because they had not everybody, but multiple people at once putting out notifications like, hey, I'm the cover athlete. And it was like one by right. Everybody's posting, oh, Gunnar Henderson is. And then it was, oh, wait, this. So the 3 guys on the cover are Paul Skeens, Ellie De La Cruz, Gunnar Henderson. Some people are a little upset that Bobby Wood Jr. didn't get on there. I'm just going to argue that he's just going to be solo next year. That's my take. We'll see what happens.
Solo next year. Okay. Well, he has to have another good year.
He will.
We'll see.
Very good.
Yeah,
but
he's very good.
One of the things, if you look very, very closely at the cover, it looks like they're going to try to start integrating some college into this. So there's going to be some trailers popping up. I follow a couple accounts that are super into it, but there's going to be some trailers coming out. But Paul Skeens, they have the LSU logo there.
Yep.
And it just kind of makes it seem they're going to let you, because they used to do that in Road to the Show where you start at
in college,
and you kind of move your way up. So that'll be cool. Because I know the football game was asking, like, hey, I want to start in high school. So if you get to start in those lower levels, move your way up. I think that's kind of cool. If they can incorporate, even 10 college baseball teams, that'll be a big deal.
Yeah, as 2 guys that played the college baseball games back in the day, it'd be fun to hear the ping of the aluminum bats.
I played as Middle Tennessee State. They had 2 really good. They had one guy who just hit bombs and one pitcher who shoved it.
And I pitched him every fucking game.
Poor guy. Poor guys had too many Tommy Johns. But, however, it would be cool to have that, little extra mode in there. I'm excited for the show. I will be buying it this year.
Yeah, same.
I think you can pre-order it now. What's today? The 3rd?
Yeah, you usually can.
When this comes out, when you're listening to this, you can pre-order it.
Yep.
So you'll hear this on the 4th. You are able to pre-order it. So
go get it.
Enjoy. I guess maybe we might have to jump online every once in a while and beat some ass.
You know what? Like if they have, because like the online play, you can play a team. Like if we can get enough people together to have like a league, like everybody has their own team.
God,
dude, I would play.
That's a lot.
I mean, I don't know if I want to. Like, I would love to not do 162 games, but maybe like a few. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'll let you handle that.
Yeah,
but
we'll see what kind of interest we get.
I'm not in, but we'll see.
Hey, we're trying to connect with the community. You know what I mean? So if we got enough people interested, we'll make it happen.
All right. What else we got? We've got. Go ahead. It sounded like you wanted to take something.
No, I was going to say you joined a dynasty league that's taken a bazillion years. You want to talk about that?
All right. This is a 30-team dynasty league, full keeper.
Jesus Christ.
So we drafted. So this is, again, 30 teams.
It's
30
a slow
people.
Draft too, correct?
Wait, it's done. We're done.
Okay.
Drafting's over. This is a 30 team. So I got in it through Scout, the stat line. Their Twitter is @statline scout. And then again, a bunch of people, a few of them start following us, listening, all that type of stuff. So pretty cool. Some good people in there. But again, 30 teams, full major league roster. So 26 major league players were drafted. And then we had a 30-round prospect draft.
Jesus Christ.
Needless to say, by round, 20 of the prospect draft, I was struggling.
No way. You were struggling at 20. I would have been struggling at 10.
Oh, I had a list from our boy Chris Clegg.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I joined his thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm in. I pay $8 a month.
Hell yeah,
I am
dude.
part of Chris Clegg's
dude, Clegg,
community.
he knows what he's talking
so
about.
So I had a list that I was like, I was trying to build the queue.
Yeah.
So I was just, I kept clicking guys like, oh, he's available. Right. And like, you're just taking who you want at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Because with 30, this isn't like a 12-person draft. You're like, oh, he'll be there next time. Mm-hmm. Also, I had the 15th pick. Talk about the worst fucking pick possible. Because
who was your first pick?
Tariq School.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great first pick.
Well, the last time I took a picture, that went horrifically. So
That's
I'm sorry
fair.
in advance.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm fine with the first. My hands were tied. Skeens went right before me. I would have taken Skeens.
Damn. Who's your second pick? So who was the 30th pick? Because it
No, it would
snaked
have been
back.
the 45th. No. Yeah. 45th
Oh, you're
pick.
shit. You're right. 45th.
30.
Pick. Damn. No,
so
you're
again,
right.
So anytime my pick came, like I don't see. It's not like I was at 26 where it's like I pick and then like, oh, I could see this guy in 3 picks.
Yep.
Like I had to be like, I am not going to see this person again, and I have to take them now, or else they're gone.
Yep.
I think my second pick was either Abrams or Ozzie, and I think it was C.J. Abrams.
Okay, that's solid.
I hope
yeah, that's solid.
While I fully support him going to the casino and being a degenerate, I hope that doesn't affect his standing with the Washington Nationals.
Yeah, that's
so fair. I'm gonna need him, and then I took Ozzie third. I'm not gonna go through the whole team because it gets like I have Chaz McCormick in my starting lineup.
Good Lord. So how many players? You had 26. You said
26.
Jesus. I mean, even from a major league perspective, that's
I went the route of like
barrel.
I want to fill the roster. Like I refuse to do a fantasy season where like I just give up.
Yeah.
Like as the season goes on, you're like, okay, like I can move some guys.
Yeah.
But like at the start of the season, like I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here to just hand you. It wasn't very much money.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to just be a donation.
It's a really fun experiment too, because you're getting in the nitty gritty of prospects and the nitty gritty of the professional level rosters, because 26 deep for 30 different people is
again.
a fuck
So
ton
I
of
have a
players.
full 9 of who I think should start. I'm assuming Chaz McCormick's going to start for the Astros.
Yep.
If he doesn't, then I'm French toast.
Uh-huh.
But like that's when I went with. I was like, I'm just going to fill this roster and we're going to go from there. Like I have like Simeon Woods Richardson as a pitcher. He's
Okay.
like my 4th best pitcher, but it's like.
What are you gonna do?
I have nowhere else to go. I do employ Kyle Freeland. I don't love it, but I do employ Kyle.
Ooh, that's gross.
He is my 6th pitcher. What do you want me to do?
How many starters do you have?
A full lineup of hitters.
Yeah, but like starting pitching and relief pitching, like what's the
It's
number?
5 pitchers, 3 relievers, and 2 pitchers.
Oh, interesting.
But I
Okay.
do all relievers.
Okay.
In the reliever and pitcher.
Yeah,
thing.
no,
because in this league with this many teams, you're never going to have more than 5 guys starting a day.
Yeah,
anyway.
absolutely. Yeah.
So it's cool. It's way different.
That's wild.
Some
Is
of
it
the
Roto?
No points.
Okay.
They did a Roto one.
Yeah.
I like points better.
I just with the field that big, I didn't know if Roto would be the way to go or not. So
I don't know. They have one. So they did 2 separate drafts. So there's a whole nother league of the same exact thing with Roto.
yeah.
That's not my favorite. I haven't done. I'm in a Roto league.
I
It's not
haven't
my
played a
favorite.
Roto in a while. I miss it. I want to try to get in one this year. So
We'll see. I'd like to do. I haven't done a baseball auction. I know we do one for football.
ooh, that feels like that would take forever. But yeah,
But you do it online. Though.
Yeah, that's
Let
fair.
it only
Yeah,
be a minute or
that's
whatever. But again, I'm excited. I will provide updates throughout the season
Yes,
because
I
I'm
can't wait.
excited. There is a lot going on, and don't forget we have our league, our redraft league. Right, you're in it this year, right?
Yeah.
You didn't back out. Okay.
I
will
haven't
not-
seen any communication about it. But
No, you're good.
Okay.
I mean, it happens. Pal.
Okay, yeah.
It'll be happening.
Okay, cool.
Don't you
And then
worry.
we'll definitely talk about that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't take somebody who gets hurt and doesn't pitch the entire season.
Okay. Yeah. Let's not talk about it.
All right.
He took Strider. How
I
dare
did.
you. Curse.
That's why I'm scared about
Curses.
Tariq. Be careful on your futures on Tariq. That's all I gotta say. I'm trying to look at our list.
I mean, really, there's not much left that's happened
Oh.
other than the umpire thing.
Other than a huge scandal. So the thing
Potentially
Andrew was just
potentially scandal.
was just, I don't know, floating around. Jesse Rogers of ESPN reported, this is about, what time is it now? It's about 6:48, so about 4:30-ish. Umpire Pat Hobert has been fired for sharing betting accounts with a friend who bet on baseball, though there is no evidence that he himself bet on games, or manipulated any that he worked. He also deleted messages central to MLB's investigation. So your boy was trying not to get caught. He gave somebody else his account. What they were betting on, we don't know. I'm sure all that information will come out, in the coming days, weeks, months, however long this is going to take. The weird part is Hobert is statistically one of the better umpires in the league.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I had a friend via text call out that he has a perfect World Series game under his belt. Like that he called a perfect World Series game.
Okay.
Not a perfect game.
Okay. I was like, who had a perfect game in the World Series? Okay, yeah.
His ball strikes.
Yeah, his
were
ball
perfect.
strikes. Okay, nice.
So he's good at his job, but not a good decision maker outside of it. Like I don't understand. Okay, time out. I want to talk through this a little bit. He's been sharing betting accounts with a friend who bet on baseball. Why would the friend just not have his own account?
Dude,
Like what? Like to say that here, Andrew,
people aren't smart, man.
Here, Andrew.
Yes.
Place bets
I can
on
do that.
my account.
Sure.
You're placing them for. Well, this is gonna go sour. I'm gonna stop myself. That's gonna go way south.
Okay.
I was gonna get into. In my head, I was like, people are just gonna bring up the Ohtani thing.
Yes.
But the
Ohtani
thing's way different. Because that, you know what?
Well, how?
There's video or audio or whatever.
Pretending to be Ohtani. That's fair. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. So but like when the news first broke,
correct.
But
again, there still are people who still won't believe what they see and hear.
That's true.
In that capacity,
that's
right?
true.
That Shohei
that's
is
true.
bad and yada yada. So I didn't want. I was trailing off in my head.
You didn't want to do the Shohei. You didn't want to dish on Shohei.
Yeah, because I'm not. I don't. Clearly, Ipe took advantage and did whatever he did.
Yep.
But that's my take. Like, why would this friend just not have an account? And if I were telling you to bet on my account, you're just betting for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Is my first instinct.
Yeah.
And again, maybe that was the first instinct the other time too. So maybe something's up, but not ideal. He got fired. And unfortunately, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
We had to bully Angel Hernandez.
I was say we had.
You know what I mean? But Hobert.
I was gonna say, why couldn't Angel be the one? Gambling and shit.
There's other guys. What's his name? Buckner, CB. He can go to hell.
Yeah, he sucks.
There's a couple other guys. I can't think of them off. They'll give me 2 weeks and I'll have them all.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
have
get
a
a
list. I think we're gonna run a list. Good and bad. That's what we're gonna do throughout the season. Keep track of good umpire, bad umpire.
Love it. Yeah.
I want to do that.
We'll have the we want to gamble umpires and the please don't gamble.
We want to gamble.
We want them to gamble to get fired. Yeah.
Okay.
We want them to gamble umpires and the please don't gamble umpires.
Okay. I like that.
What was the umpire's name?
Pat Hobert.
So we could call it the Hobert line.
I mean,
I'm in.
The Hobert line.
The Hobert line. We got it. All right. I think other things that really have come out. I mean, Baseball Prospectus put out their rankings.
Do you know? Wait. So Baseball Prospectus put out their PECOTA rankings.
Yes.
You don't know, but I'd give you $100 on the spot if you could tell me what PECOTA stands for.
PECOTA. Oh, okay.
PECOTA. You have no fucking chance.
Hold on. PECOTA. Can I buy a vowel? Does the first letter, is it prospectus?
No.
Okay, then no. I have no shot.
It is the player empirical comparison and optimization test algorithm.
They just no.
You couldn't.
Okay,
See what I mean?
The player.
Empirical.
When I got that one.
Comparison.
Fair. Empirical never got that one. Comparison. Yeah. Okay.
And optimization.
Optimization. Maybe.
Test algorithm.
Optimization test algorithm is some bullshit.
Well, you can blame Nate Silver because he developed.
Love that. Okay. Awesome. So essentially, it is their prediction of team records. Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I think they'll like update them.
Yeah.
But this was like the first one, so everybody was talking about it.
what length of detail do they? They're just wins and losses, right?
Yeah, it's just like
okay.
they don't give any behind the scenes. They're just spitting out the results.
The numbers,
this is
yeah.
what we have. So it's just by division standings.
Yep.
Win-loss record.
Okay.
What are we trying to do? I have it up. I have not. I did glance at it this morning.
Okay.
Or when it popped up.
So I mean, you're looking at it. So
I'm not right now.
Okay. So
it's open because
okay,
I
so-
have to see it.
all right. So you and I, who do we think has the best record predicted?
I mean,
That's
it's the
not
Dodgers.
the Dodgers.
Well, I kind of have an idea of this one, so I'll let you guess.
I mean, I'm gonna say the Yankees.
I think you're wrong. You are wrong.
Really? Who's number 2?
The Atlanta Braves.
Well, hell yes. Hell yeah, brother.
They are projected 92 wins.
Okay.
Dodgers 103.
That feels low.
Technically 104. 103.8.
The fact that 103 feels low is terrifying. Okay. All right.
All right, hang on. This one's going to hurt. Who do you think is third?
Ooh. You said it's gonna hurt. Oh, Mets.
No.
No.
Not hurt. It's a head scratcher.
Oh, okay. Shit. Brewers?
No, the Chicago Cubs.
What?
Yeah. I'm out on PECOTA right now.
Hold on.
I am anti-PECOTA as of this moment.
Sorry, Nate, whatever your name is. Wait, okay.
No,
hold
that's
on.
who started it. I don't think it does anything with
So,
the
all
name.
right. Worst record.
I mean, it's got to be the White Sox.
It's got to be the White Sox.
Hang on.
No, or the Marlins. No, that's right. White Sox.
It is the Colorado Rockies.
Ooh.
55.5. They have the White Sox at 61.5.
They're
wrong.
That feels unlikely.
Come on. Yo, I could put out numbers too and be like, yo, check out my fucking player.
we should put out numbers.
Non-empirical.
Okay. Hold on a second. Where are the Marlins? That's so wild.
62.3.
Okay. How about the A's?
Oh, see, they even have it wrong. They have sack in there. That's not what they are,
No.
right? They're not. They're just
Well,
the A's.
I mean, it
They're
should
not
be.
doing anything. 70. Damn.
Damn. I mean, the A's have been
They
somewhat
have
busy.
the Reds only at 73. They don't have a fucking.
Ooh, that
anything.
seems wild. I mean, look, that Central Division is wide open like it was last year.
But
I don't think the Cubs are the
winning the division by 10 games.
No way.
90
No
90
way.
to 80
Is
to the
this the
Brewers.
Royals for us this year? That feels unlikely.
Wait, even how many wins did the Royals have last year?
Way more than we thought they were
I
going
know
to have.
that. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, do it.
They have them. Was it 2024 or 2023?
It is 2024.
They had 86 wins.
Juice.
So PECOTA has them at 500, 81 and 81.
Step back. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, look.
They have the tight. I'm out.
What? Why? What just happened? Tigers or what?
79. Did they not put Jack Flaherty into their ratings?
Maybe
This came
not.
out today.
Maybe not. I don't know, man. They should have.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't. What do they have the Mariners at?
Oh,
That's what I want to know.
85.
Ooh, you take that, right?
I mean, of course. I
Yeah.
get it. Well, probably not.
Where are you in the standings?
Third.
Who's better, the Astros?
And the Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, the Rangers got good again.
Yeah, they did.
I was gonna, reserve my feelings for that for a while, but yeah, the Rangers added a bunch of guys.
Yeah, Rangers.
The Astros added some people. Mind you, they lost Kyle Tucker.
They lost. Yeah. Maybe Bregman too. Probably not.
So wait,
Interesting.
the Mariners had 85 wins. Yeah, basically they have the Mariners staying the same.
Okay, so what about the East? They have the Braves at 92, so they have us winning the division.
Yep.
Name the rest of them, because like
Mets 88, Phillies 87.
Wow. That'll be a hell of a division if that's true.
I mean,
I'm gonna not look
they
forward.
have the that's not going to work. They had the Yankees and Orioles at 89, 89.7, and 89.
No way. No.
Excuse me. Yeah, 89.7 and 89.2 respectively.
No, one of those teams has to win.
They
90.
both won over 90 games
Yeah,
last
no,
year.
that's dumb.
They have the Red Sox at 77.
No way.
So they have them taking a step back after they went 5.
No.
We're out.
I'm out.
We're out on PECOTA.
PECOTA
Dead to me.
Yeah, no thanks.
Now I got to keep track. I can't delete this from my phone.
Okay, yeah. So take a screenshot.
I have it.
Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, no way, man. Well, we're gonna have a quarterly check-in on PECOTA.
Yeah, this can't happen. They're gonna fail their performance review.
I will quite literally set up an Excel spreadsheet that we have every quarter. How close are they to being correct? I'm in.
All right, and we'll just extrapolate it out. Just
Exactly.
times 4.
Hell yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm in.
All right,
So we have the shit. I already forgot his name.
PECOTA.
No, not PECOTA.
the Hobert.
The Hobert line and the PECOTA percentages. Guys, we're gonna
have to workshop.
We're gonna workshop that one, but look, we're gonna have some fun this year, and we're gonna keep track of that shit for sure. All right, Chris, anything else you want to talk about before we preview some things that are coming in the future?
Yeah, we do have a big announcement. That was a horrible
No.
segue into that.
I wasn't making an announcement. I was just saying, we've got big things coming.
We have huge things coming. So just to start, our preview, we're trying to get confirmations of preseason previews.
Hell yeah.
We have a decent amount. Spoiler alert, we did get a Royals submission.
Ah, damn.
Well, not a submission. We basically asked them. And he is fully aware of our thought process on the Royals. So he is coming to convince us. He's ready. So I'm excited for that
Love
one.
it.
We might even have him on just in general because we need to.
We deserve to eat crow.
I'm ready to do what's that picture? The Bloods and Crips where we're holding up the same. The bandanas.
The bandanas,
I'm ready to hang it up on the Royals.
Yeah.
And I'll hate them the 6 times a year they play Seattle, but other than that,
Yeah.
I could enjoy it. But who we do need, and I haven't reached out to everybody yet, but we need the Rays, we need the White Sox. I need to find somebody for the Mariners besides myself. You would think I'd be able to do that, but it's harder than you think. We should have the Rangers. We need Swilly to answer. She's not going to listen to this, but we're going to find her. Who else do we need?
Do we need the Cardinals still?
We need the teams we didn't get last year. We need the Cardinals, we need the Giants, and we need the Rockies.
Yep. Okay.
We may need the Dodgers, and Padres is 50-50. We should be okay there.
I can get Dodgers. If we don't have one, I can get Dodgers pretty easily. So
Okay, we'll
yeah.
figure that
Yeah.
out. But I just wanted to announce those teams. I am going to probably within the next week or two, I will blast out every team, tag the team, see if we could get some stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be scouring like when teams make announcements just to see if I can snag a few people.
Yeah.
But they're going well. It's going way better than it was last year. A lot of repeat submissions, so I'm excited about that.
Super excited about that. Building our community. For those that didn't listen last year, we do 2-minute previews with a whole bunch of different people.
I've been telling them 2 to 3, by the way.
2 to 3 sounds great to me. But essentially, they're going to give us their hopes and dreams for their team, and we do it division by division. It was a lot of fun. I got connected with a lot of great people, and we hope to do it again. We are doing it again this year, and having a lot of leeway there. The other big thing is we are going to have a off-cycle episode next week. It's coming out on Monday.
Or Tuesday.
Okay. Well, okay.
We'll stick with Tuesday.
We'll stick with Tuesday. So it'll come out next Tuesday on the off cycle. It is an interview that we have. We're not telling you who it is yet, but it is a big get for us. And we are very excited, and we hope that you tune in next Tuesday when you have the surprise bonus pod. Also, look on our social media. We're going to be giving hints and ask for help with the interview as well.
You will know via social media
Exactly.
before the announcement. But we're going to try and keep it close to the chest for the next couple days. We are interviewing him this week. We're excited, needless to say. I hope our excitement permeates through in the interview.
Yeah.
Very seriously.
Yeah.
Because I am very excited. This has been a long time coming. The first DM I sent out to this individual was on Christmas Eve.
Damn. Chris, no sleep for Chris, y'all. He's hustling out there.
The fact that it was responded to is insane. And I'll throw one hint out there. When I asked to do it, I was told not at that time due to some things that were going on. That's not going to give anything
That's
away.
not helping at all, but I hear you.
But that's why we're doing it in February. We considered holding it a little bit, but we are not going to do that again. We are excited. I hope you get excited. We are going to be fielding questions. We'll kind of do a speed round of questions from the listeners. So you will hear of that probably Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, because we are interviewing them Thursday.
Yep.
So again, I hope you're as excited as me when I release this, because if it gets no traction, I'm going to have to fight people.
Yeah, listen, if you are a baseball purist or a lover of baseball history, this is going to be really exciting. So just be ready. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. We had a great time. Baseball season's coming up so fast, so we look forward to really diving into the season and connecting with all of you. In the meantime, my name is Andrew.
And I'm Chris.
And this is the Coach's Sons Podcast.